Welcome back. Black Friday is upon us. For some it means bargain hunting, and for others it means reckless spending. Many financial advisors are urging consumers to be careful when spending their money on what seems to be deals and bargains. Let's now speak to Cebile Zibi from Momentum Money, who believes that financial literacy is an important conversation during this season. A very good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for your time. A lot of people are out on Black Friday just focusing on essentials and looking for deals on essentials. Why do you think consumers should pause and reflect before making a purchase? And how can this simple step contribute to better financial choices?
Good afternoon, Paul. Thank you so much for having me. We believe at Momentum Money that it's important for you to pause, because a pause leads to conscious spending and saving. I think you need to be very cautious around what you're doing, and more than cautious, just be aware. Sometimes you do things blindly because you are caught up in the emotions, and I think it's important for you to be conscious about where and what you're doing with your money.
So what does it mean to be financially responsible?
Being financially responsible is being considered. It's about thinking of saving first, paying yourself first when you get your salary, putting that money aside, saving for emergencies before the race of debit orders begins or the reckless spending begins. And I think it's about not wanting or waiting for a lump sum of money, but to start where you're at. I think all of us are aware that we are facing a crunch time from an income point of view as a country. So it's important, whether you receive 1,000 Rand, save 10 Rand. Save whatever you can at that point in time, and make sure you put it in a platform that's going to grow your money for you. But you start saving for yourself and not, lean on credit cards. And of course, you've mentioned up front that a lot of institutions are going to be offering credit cards, and just because you qualify for one doesn't mean that you need to take it. I think the cost of credit is too high and ends up getting people in a trap. So it's important for you to step back, take a pause, evaluate if you need the item or not, and if you can delay the gratification, perhaps even better.
The cost of credit being high, I'd like us to really expand on that a little bit, because, that could be twofold. Speaking about the cost in literal form, that the money that you need to pay is a lot, but also there's also considerations around interest rates, which people may overlook.
Yeah, so, you may take credit today, but what you end up paying maybe 3 times what you actually took back, and you have to pay back to the lender. So it's important for you to be aware of that and not get yourself caught up in the moment where they're offering you this facility and you think it's a good thing. Of course, it's nice to purchase for bargains, but I think if you are conscious and you have a budget and you've set yourself a goal, then stick to it. And in as simple things as in even buying groceries, sometimes we get caught in shopping sale or shopping in the specials, 2 for 1, 3 for the price of 2, and you end up paying a lot more than what you intended. So I think being conscious is really what it's about. It's about doing that list and sticking to that and knowing when to walk away when you've done what you needed to do, and not to start picking the things that you don't need, because that's what chips away at the end and the money that you could be potentially saving.
Yeah. Perhaps talk to us a bit about the Momentum Signs of Success, which starts on the 23rd of November, and how household can tap into the event to aid their journey for financial success. What is it about?
So the Signs of Success is really about enabling our clients and enabling South Africa really on how to manage their money. So we kicked off, the event was held yesterday, and it was really about how to grow your wealth and making sure that you've got enough to meet your means and to still have enough to save so that you create your own wealth. It was about us improving our credit scores and being aware of the things that will creep you and make your credit score look bad, where you are unable to meet your requirements. It was also about how entrepreneurs can raise seed capital for their businesses. So equipping them there, having a talk around what what you need to do, what things you need to look out for. It was also about the gig economy. We understand that because it's hard to find employment, a lot of people have various gigs that they are now using as an income. So when you have to look to those to support yourself, what do you need to look out for? It was also about, for us as Momentum Money, how do you grow it and not blow it? So things like you receive a bonus, you receive a 13th check. We think people who blow money are only people who receive the lottery, and they then go and blow it wildly. But it's things like your tax return that you receive. It's about things like your 13th check, as I've said, your increase. You continue to increase your expenses also, versus taking that increase and saving it, or taking that 13th check and being responsible with it. If you have to be carried away on, a day like Black Friday, perhaps the first step is, how do I plan for it? Because you know it's an annual event, and put away that sum of money every month, so that when it comes, you also can be strict on yourself to only spend that budget that you've put aside for Black Friday, and not, end up spending more than what you intended.
The importance of creating the separate budget for Black Friday, how significant is that, especially looking at, you make mention of a lot of aspects in terms of, being disciplined and really thinking about the money, growing it instead of blowing it. What does it take to formulate that kind of mindset and really stick to the goal?
I think it's about repeat occurrences, right? And if you are struggling to do that yourself, perhaps you auto save, get automated savings where the debit order comes off and it's out of your hands. With our employees now, we've even introduced a format where staff members can save from payroll. So before it hits the bank, they've put something aside for themselves. And I think it's that repeat behavior on a monthly basis that you set yourself that target, that I'm going to pay myself first. I'm going to put this sum of money for myself away, separate from my transactional account where the debit orders are running and the bank fees are going to meet my savings. But this is a bucket of money that I won't have to look at on a day-to-day basis, and it keeps me honest in that I can start saving and accumulating a sum of money that I can use for treats for myself, because we're not only advocating that, put away everything and then leave like you don't really work hard, but I think be conscious about what you're doing with the money.
Very well. Thank you so much for your time, Cebile Zibi from Momentum Money, speaking to us there about some of the thought processes that need to come before you spend all your money. Now,